So this afternoon we have Abel Travis. I know all of you guys know him well. He is here with us for just such a short time, just minutes. And if you guys know me, I love to talk, so I want to talk, but I can't. We are going to talk to Abel about his coming to ITC 2018, what he's gotten out of it, what his goals were, and we'll take it from there.
Absolutely. Hey, Arleen and Ted, thank you. I definitely appreciate having the chance to talk to you all. So thanks for that. So in my day job, I'm the head of innovation for a company called AF Group, a $1.5 billion carrier outside of the Midwest. So here coming to ITC, I actually brought my entire team, and what we wanted to do was scope out the people. Do a lot of networking into the organizations that are really transforming the insurance industry to figure out where there's opportunities for us to engage with them and bring some of those transformations in-house into the organization. We've really been focused on growing the organization from $1.5 billion to roughly about $5 billion over the next 10 years. And in order to do that, we can't do business the way that we've been over the past 10 years or so. So, it's transforming the way that we leverage technology, but also transforming the way that we think about the business that we're in. So, that's the reason why I'm here at ITC. It really is to hone in on the people, do a lot of networking, and then scope out where these new transformations and technologies are going within the insurance space.
So I know that you've been here before. This is your second year or your second year?
Second year.
Okay, so have you made new connections?
Absolutely. So the one thing about ITC that I would say, just for anyone to come, is with the networking, with there being upwards of 6,000 people that's attending the conference, it gives you the opportunity to connect with people from all across the spectrum within this industry. So for me, people that I might have met in the past, I've got an opportunity to see them, but also just forging those new connections and potentially forging new partnerships that's going to enable what we came here to do, and engage in partnerships that's going to help to collectively grow our organization. So, took the opportunity to meet with new people, reinforce some of the current partnerships that we already have, and then, just figure out where there's some synergies to help to drive that next level of growth for our organizations.
So was it everything that you expected?
I have to say yes. I definitely think it was everything that I expected and more. Just the networking alone, I think really helped to hone in on building those relationships that I mentioned a little bit earlier. And I'm really hopeful that what I do with AF Group, as well as, what those organizations are trying to accomplish, is going to, be really fruitful and beneficial for us. So, I definitely think it met my expectation. And I think, if you come next year and the year after, hopefully we continue to expound upon what we've seen over the past few years, and it'll just continue to meet expectations.
One of the things that I said to her yesterday, by the end of the day, we were exhausted from meeting so many people, from all the interviews, and then all of a sudden, at the end of it all, I said to her, "Wow, we can leave right now." This is the first day, and we already have like 100%. We've gotten out what we wanted out of this conference, and that was just the beginning. And then today was another day, so it's been a fantastic opportunity here.
Absolutely.
It was wonderful. So what has been the feedback that you have gotten from your staff, your team that you brought here with you?
They love it. For most of my staff, it was the first time for them coming to ITC. And so this has been really eye-opening for the staff, just because they don't get an opportunity to see everything that's happening in the space. So me personally, I get a chance to interact with a lot of different startups and insurtechs across the spectrum. So it's not as many new transformational things that I've been seeing, but to introduce them to some of the new transformations and new technologies, companies that are really trying to innovate the space, is going to help them to think differently about the work that they do. So the feedback that I got from them is they loved being here. And they're really excited about what they're going to be able to take back to the enterprise and build as a part of our operational processes. I'm really excited to help to grow the organization myself, and that's really what I'm focused on taking away from this experience here at ITC.
I'm wondering if you feel the same way I do. Yesterday, when I went into the exhibit hall for the first time, and there was all those people and all those exhibits, it was like mind-blowing.
Oh, yeah.
It was just amazing, all the different things that were going on, all the things that they were talking about. And I was just wondering if you felt the same way when you went in, even your first time.
I did, right? So when you walk into the exhibit hall, it's a huge hall with upwards of hundreds or maybe even 1,000 different vendors or organizations that's trying to innovate this space. So it was a little bit overwhelming. You're like, oh my gosh, okay, so you have to have a plan, you have to make sure you execute the plan to a T, because you can engage with so many different people and walk away with just so much knowledge and information coming out of that exhibit hall. So, just for me, even though there were a bunch of sessions that were going on, the biggest value really came from networking with people in different spaces, but also just going into the exhibit hall to learn about what those organizations are doing and how they're looking to transform this space. So yeah, I gotta say I agree with you. It was really overwhelming, but once I got in there, once we had a little plan in place, a plan of attack, I guess I'll call it, it really made it a little bit easier to figure out who you wanted to talk to and how we can potentially provide the synergies that we're looking for our collective enterprises.
Thank you so much, Abel, for joining us this afternoon. Abel is also the host of Innovative Insurance. He knows I'm going to mess it up because I mess it up every single time.
So the Insurance Innovators Unscripted podcast. So what we do on that podcast is very similar to Spot On, by the way, but we talk to all of the innovators in our industry, those that are looking to transform the way that insurance is done. So, have people on like Sabine Vanderlinden and Daniel Schreiber and Timothea and just people all across the spectrum. So, thank you. By the way, I had the chance to speak to you all on Spot On as well.
Yes.
And, this has just been a great opportunity.
We complement each other well.
Absolutely.
Thank you for coming on.
Oh, thank you.
Look forward to seeing you at the next conference.
Absolutely.
Thank you for your time, Abel.
Definitely. Thank you both.